following is a non-profit fan-based production. Undertale is owned by Toby Fox. Please support the official release.
Hello, this is Teach, here today with a bonus episode of Undertale with Voices Genocider. I'll admit this one did take a great deal more time than it should have, partly due to the other projects that came my way. Secret of Mana Theater with Voices being one, Eve with Voices being another. But you live, you learn, and you grow. And if I'm able to get 2 shows running at once, that will be one way that the Blue Rhapsody team will begin to grow. But enough of that for now. Let's talk Undertale. Why do Genocider? Or moreover, why do Genocider first? Well, one of the main reasons I did Genocider was that I basically like to get the bad shit out of the way first. When I enjoy food, I like to finish off with the best taste in my mouth. The other reason will take some explaining. For those of you who have played Undertale, or at least seen it in action, probably know that there are 3 different storylines to be seen. The first, of course, being the Genocide run, which requires you to kill everyone. The second being the Pacifist run, which requires you to kill no one. And the third being the Neutral run, which falls under everything in between. However, I tend to believe that Undertale actually has 2 storylines, with Pacifist being a neutral plus. Sparing everyone rewards you with an extra level and a true ending, and other than some changed dialogue and dead characters, there's not much of a difference between neutral and pacifist. That being said, Genocider tends to open some doors and reveal things that you wouldn't see in a normal Undertale run, such as the true nature of Chara, the first human who fell into the underground. When I was originally creating Undertale with Voices Genocider, I was basically planning on having all of Frisk's killing be justified in some sort of way, and to an extent I've done that, but having Chara piggybacking Frisk's mind and telling him to actively kill monsters, and even hijacking his body at certain moments changed things a bit. Also, Sans can only be fought in Genocider, and he is very powerful and very difficult. And yes, it took me 98 tries to kill him. And I would have beaten him sooner if my keyboard hadn't locked up during key moments. Fun fact, if the battle proved too hard to me, I did have an ending plan where the fight would simply continue endlessly. Kinda like a certain Dr. Seuss poem I read about. As for Pacifist, that's coming up next. Sorta. I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but this one you're more likely to see, so I'll mention it again. Once I finished Undertale with Voices Genocider, I recently got inspired to do an abridged series. The story in question is one that is both excellent, gaining in popularity, and is relatively short. The relatively short part being somewhat important since it gives me both options and opportunities. That series is Octopath Traveler Machine Abridged. And I know that a lot of you are clamoring for Pacifist, which both pleases me and surprises me. But right now, I need to latch onto this new inspiration while it is fresh in my mind, and hopefully it'll allow me to create something new and mind-blowing. Again, the relatively short part of this is important, because right now only the demo is out. With this in mind, I only have enough material to create 3 episodes. These will serve as my pilot episodes, and will work just like a pilot episode in any given series. If the series takes off and people like it, then I can make this into a full-fledged series which I can work on season by season, once a full game comes out, that is. I really see a lot of potential for Octopath Traveler Machine Abridged, and I hope you do too. But if it turns out that's not the case, then at the very least you have 3 episodes in one neat little package. And once I finish up my first attempt at an abridged series, then I promise I will start up on Undertale with Voices Pacifist. For those of you wondering how I am able to do both Pacifist and Genocider, the secret is, I have a brother, and we divided up the work. I did Genocider, and the Weatherman did Pacifist. That being said, you might find some stark differences in our writing styles, and the way we play through the game. We both took a look at each other's renditions of Frisk, and both of us shuddered. Still, I think you'll enjoy what my brother has to offer in Undertale with Voices Pacifist. I hope you all continue to look forward to my work, Eve with Voices, Octopath Traveler Machine Abridged, and Undertale with Voices Pacifist. That's what's on my plate, and I assure you there's more to come in the future. Stay tuned for more stuff on Blue Rhapsody and the With Voices series. Teach out!
It's part walkthrough, part drama, part parody, and all kinds of awesome. So what are you waiting for? Let's get this show on the road.